One of the biggest stars in women's cricket is set to be sidelined for an indefinite period. Beth Mooney suffering a fractured jaw after being struck in the nets while batting last night.
Yeah, unfortunately I played a pivotal role in that. I was throwing balls to Beth, as can happen, just a rogue ball came up and put her in a pretty tough position.
A couple of F-bombs, I think, was the first thought I had. Had I lost some teeth was probably the second thought, and yeah, it wasn't pleasant. You know, I could tell by the reaction from everyone that it wasn't great. It was probably a good thing I didn't have a mirror in front of me straight away, because you know, a few of the girls saw there was a giant gap between my bottom teeth, which was inevitably my jaw splitting in half. But the first sort of 15 or 30 minutes was pretty grim in my mind, thinking of what I might miss. But thankfully our Triple SM team, they were incredible, getting me into surgery pretty quickly. I remember just walking around the waiting room and just hearing, there was 2 breaks in my mandible, which at that point my head was spinning a little bit, but Pip assured me that the best case scenario was probably surgery, and the next sort of 12 hours was a bit grim waiting to see the surgeon before going into surgery, and a lot of pain, and the adrenaline had worn off, so thankfully I swallowed a couple of mouthfuls of soup and got into surgery 2 p.m. the next day and on the mend straight away, so yeah, I was looked after very well. It was about 30 minutes after I got hit. One of the first questions I asked Pip was, what do you reckon the damage is? How much cricket do you think I'm going to miss? And she said, we'll get a scan, and if it's broken and you need surgery, you'll probably just need a few days to recover from the anaesthetic, but without a doubt you'll play the test match. I got a bit excited about that, and then I didn't quite believe it until the next morning when the surgeon sort of said, yeah, it's a pretty reasonable place to aim for. I had this goal in front of me that once I got to the test match, I could just play again. I probably did underestimate just how much energy I was lacking at that point without being able to eat too much and losing a fair bit of weight.
Monica has put on an absolute treat of a day for us here, this one-off test match within the multi-format Ashes series. The early wicket brings out the warrior, Beth Mooney. Fractured jaw in 2 places, metal plates put in just 10 days ago.
Oh, it's another one! Beth Mooney in and out.
I obviously didn't score many runs in that first innings, but I think the next couple of days running around the field and then batting again gave me a little bit more confidence.
Down on one knee from Dunkley. Oh, that's another brilliant catch from Beth Mooney. What a superstar she's been. Broken jaw, no matter.
Shot from Mooney, racing out towards the boundary.
More runs for Australia, but important runs for Beth Mooney as she finds her way to 50.
That was really special. I think Moddy and Meg gave me the opportunity to bat at number 3 in this test match, so I really wanted to have an impact in that position because they put so much faith in me to be able to get a job done there. So I was pretty disappointed I got out when I did and didn't go on with it, but looking back I think it was probably a really important innings in the context of the game.